Good morning, hello, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'll be giving you a prediction reading for the 21st of January. But before I get started, look, I just want to really thank you guys for always commenting on my videos. Oh, my cat's up near my phone, sorry guys. Lily, or Lily. You guys make just some great comments. Hi Lily. Gosh, you've got to be in on the action. You know what my pets are like. Lorraine, I think you said you were going to have a few vinos and cheer on that now that we're all a little bit excited, aren't we, that you know, we all know that Jacinda's resigned in New Zealand. If you're new here and you weren't aware of that, most of us are. You made some great comments as well. Oh, there's just so many of you. Diana, Sue, you know, I just can't thank you guys enough for all your feedback. Peter, Ronnie B, there's so many of you. You know, all of you out there, you know I love all you guys, and hello, you're always commenting. Pam, Catherine, Shirley, John, Tim. Oh look, there's that many of you. Louise, everybody. There's everybody. Lisa, Karen, Kat, you were commenting you needed a meditation yesterday. Look, there's that many of you. I can't say everyone. Jasmina. Oh, there's just, oh God. I'm just really grateful. TJ, not giving up, not to forget you. Reflexus, is that your name? There's just so many. Martin, of course. I said Lorraine. Oh look, there's just tons of you. And look, Erie, IRI, if I've forgotten you, it's not intentional. I'm just wanting to just acknowledge that all you guys that write to me, it's just brilliant. We've built this little community here of like-minded people. If you are new, feel free to comment, because no judgment from us. We all get what you're going through. This has been a very frustrating process, guys. Look, we've all been really challenged in the last 3 years, and I know one of you, I'm not sure who it was, mentioned about the Tony Blair video from Davos, the WEF, and their lovely videos that are coming out. Really bad stuff, isn't it, about the digital platforms and how it's still going to be about being vaccinated or being not jabbed and being jabbed, and oh, it just goes on and on. It feels like it's never going to end. So look, I do understand, guys, all the frustration that most of us are feeling out there. We're all feeling it in different ways, like, you know, that's why I posted that meditation video yesterday, because I just could feel myself even getting really anxious, like getting tight. We're all feeling this, I reckon we're all feeling this shift that's coming this year. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of things that are being uncovered now, a lot of truths that are starting to come out. But of course, the frustration that a lot of us feel is how are we going to get this information to the sleepwalkers, because they're still in so much denial. And I get that, guys. I see it too. We all see it. And there's nothing on mainstream media, I can tell you now, and if it is, it's super brief in Australia on the WEF. Oh no, we're not getting anything about that. No updates there of anything at all. So that's very interesting, isn't it? So pretty much they're still hiding everything. And I guess it's just, I understand it, guys, is what I'm trying to say. It's just a sad and sorry situation that we've found ourselves in. And I guess that's what the guides keep trying to say to us. And look, that's the reason I do my channel, really, is to just help guide us through some of these challenges. You know, not all my predictions are going to be right. You know, I'm trying to interpret messages as well that are coming in 100 miles an hour. And I try to get the best things to you that I can. But I do get the frustration and the anxiety, because we get triggered. We get triggered a lot. We really do get triggered. You know, like I said to you guys, that whole China thing, when it started to come out again about there's now this new virus, they're opening their borders, I got really triggered, and I got really like freaked out again. That I was talking to my husband about it, and I said, God, are we going to be vilified again? Are we going to get shoved out of society again and locked away? Like, what's going to happen this time? Just when you think people are starting to see the truth and wake up. We know all the crimes that have been committed. We know this has been the biggest crime against humanity. One of you typed that in yesterday, and we know that. We know it. So it's going to come out. You know, like I said, people collapsing on live TV, they can't keep hiding it. I watched a brief interview with Fauci, and he's still lying through his backside. It's unbelievable. I don't know how they can live with themselves. And that's why I keep getting those messages, guys, about the doctors and the cardiologists and the people that are going to step forward, because they're going to have to come out and explain that they were silenced, because it's their conscience. It's like that little Jiminy Cricket song we always get, always let your conscience be your guide. That's what's happening. Their conscience is starting to weigh heavily on them, because they can see what's happening around them. It's like those, like we were talking about, that movie Died Suddenly. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I think it's on Rumble. And the clots that are forming in people. And so the embalming people and the funeral directors are coming forward now and saying what they're thinking, because their conscience is starting to, wow, we've got to really warn people here and tell people. See, this is what's starting to happen, and we know all the doctors and that have been silenced by APRA and CDC, is it, and all these... Anyway, we won't even go there. So I understand, guys. I get the frustration. So I'm going to just let the guides flow through today. We'll just see what messages we get to navigate this little... I guess you could call it the beginning of the... I'm hoping it's the beginning of the end of the bullshit. Being the BS detectors, we always see it, don't we? So I'm hoping it's a way to sort of navigate and get through. So I'm going to just ask the guides to give us a reading kind of today on how do we manage this? Well, it's idiocracy, isn't it? It's idiocracy that's still continuing 3 years later. Oh my God. Okay, so I'll close my eyes, guys. Enough of me ranting on, and we'll get started, and we'll just see what comes up. God, I'm getting that song Feelings again. Feelings, there's nothing more than feelings. And that's what these people are having to face. They're having to face their feelings. They're having to face, oh God, their past feelings, their past hurts. They've got a lot of dread going on. You imagine that sicky dread feeling if you find out that these injections have been dodgy, and you've injected your kids, you've injected your elderly parents. There's a lot going on. So that's what I'm getting. They're having to deal with a lot of feelings. Ooh, and it's going to be very tormenting to these people waking up. I don't know what. That's an understatement, isn't it? Hang on a sec. They're showing me that we've got to ride the storm again, and I'm getting that Wizard of Oz energy again. We often get that big storm in the Wizard of Oz where Dorothy... does she hide out? I don't know. But we've got to... Anyway, we've got to bunker down is the message that we're getting. In America, you have those little cellars or whatever under your house, and you have those outdoor wooden doors that you go into. It's like a bunker or a shelter, and you go down under the house into the little... some call it a wine cellar. Some call it fruit and vegetable storage places or whatever. But we've got to go down into there now and close those doors, guys. This is the message for us. We've got to protect ourselves from this huge... Well, it's saying, well, we often call it a tsunami, but in this case today we're getting it's this huge storm that's about to hit. It's going to be like a tornado, hurricane, and there's going to be a lot of damage. There's going to be a big aftermath to all the damage that's been done over the last 3 years. Well, now we're just going to start to see the aftermath. So at the current time, the message from the guides is to go down, pull those wooden doors shut, and hide yourself away and stay safe. And that's not doing things from a selfish perspective. That's just doing things to protect our energy and to protect how far we've come, because we've come a long way, guys. I think all of us here, if you think about it, to where we were in the beginning when this pandemic thing first started and broke out and everything that happened to us, to where we are now, we're in a very different place. You know, we've got our Braveheart, freedom fighter, maverick rebel biker jackets on, and we've found freedom. We often, you know, this is just an analogy, guys. We get on our Harley Davidsons and we'll go for a beautiful bike ride, or we'll go and sit up on the mountain. We found these moments of tranquility and peace. Sorry, guys. And we found our voices too. We found these places of tranquility and peace, and that's why it's very important that we go sort of, I don't know what you call them, down in the wine cellar or whatever you want to call it, and protect ourselves from the big storm, shit storm, whatever you want to call it, that's coming well, it's kind of coming our way. I don't think anyone can avoid it, to be quite honest. So that's the biggest message from the guides. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. And I'm getting this song, it's such an old song, respectable, respect yourself, respect yourself. I'm getting this song, respectable, respectable, take or leave it, now you please believe me, you never gonna be respectable. I don't know what that song's about, but anyway, I don't know who sings it, but we've got to respect ourselves now and really not only respect ourselves but protect ourselves. And it's just respecting what's going on around us, but also making sure we're taking care of ourselves, and that's having our own respect for ourselves. So that's the song I'm getting. I do know the connection there, but we're just drops into my head, guys, so I just share it with you. Might be just something that we need to listen to today. I'll see where else we go. Hang on a minute. And again, so we're getting a lot of the Wizard of Oz energy today. Again, I'm getting that these global elites, and we know that they're hiding behind the big curtain. We know these global elites are like the wizard in the Wizard of Oz. They're these little people who are putting up this big persona that they're bigger than thou. We always talk about Trudeau, for example, being Lord Farquaad out of Shrek, the little guy on the horse who jumps off the horse and he's actually just this little person, but when he's on his horse he feels all important. Well, that's what I'm getting. They've blown themselves up to be bigger than they are. It's all trickery, and we know it is. It's all trickery and illusion. God, look at Sushi. He's only a little man over there in London, in the UK, and he's, you know, he's going to have this big image because that's what he's creating. So they create this illusion, like the Wizard of Oz. But see, one day, no, not one day, but the curtains are starting to get drawn, and that's what I'm getting. So things are starting to be exposed. So that's around the reset and all the elites. That's what I'm getting. So there's more, as the curtains draw back, there's more and more things being exposed, and people are seeing more and more of the truths. Oh, it's so good, because it's all an illusion. We knew that here. We knew it was all about money and power. Let me see where else we go. They keep showing me. It's Wizard of Oz day today. We're getting the lion out of Wizard of Oz, and you know how he's always very scared. If you haven't seen the Wizard of Oz, maybe go check it out, guys. It's just a bizarre movie, but a good movie. And he was always scared. And I think it was the lion that didn't have a heart, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure his fear used to always take him over. He had so much fear. He wasn't very brave. But see, this is what happened to these sleepwalkers and the people in their bubble denial suits, I call them, guys. They've been in fear. They've been living in fear for 3 years, and they're getting sick of it now. So they want to become braver. They want to stand strong. They want to stand united. So they're trying to build up their bravery. That's just what I'm getting. I'm getting this lion who has to find... But see, this is what the guides are saying. The bravery is inside. They don't have to live in that fear. And see, this is what they're starting to realise. Oh, I am actually brave. I don't need to live in fear anymore. I don't need to be scared and frightened. Bloody hell. Everyone's had CV anyway. Some of these people have had it 3 times and been jabbed and boosted to the hilt. So why are they scared? Plus, don't forget the information's starting to come to them now that maybe there are options like taking vitamin D and zinc, or ivermectin could have been, you know, used. Some of these simple things. Oh, and not to forget, that's never talked about, natural immunity, of course. So now they're starting to get braver. See, they're starting to realise they've got that bravery within. They don't have to be scared of everything. They don't have to be scared of climate change and that the world is coming to an end because we're driving unleaded and diesel cars, you know. It's just ridiculous, and we all know it's lies. We always talk about how Bill Gates has built his beautiful home right near the water. Like, if you were so concerned about the water levels rising, you would not do that. So we know it's just a big joke. So now I'm getting that these sleepwalkers are starting to find their bravery within. So I'm getting that image of them turning into more of the lion. They were like this for 3 years, but now they're starting to find that courage. And I would say this will come back to, hi Lily, this will come back to the courage of standing up to their government, striking back, trying to get in their power, trying to have their voices heard. This is that lion image. Oh, they've got a little way to go yet, guys, but, you know, it's starting. It's starting. Oh, God. Oh, let's hope they do get their courage up. Let's see where else we go today. I'm just getting people can see what's happening now. They can. People can see. They're starting to see. I kept saying the other day they were starting to get their crystal glasses were starting to come on, and they were starting to get clearer in their vision. So the sleepwalkers and the people waking up are starting to see. They're starting to see bits and pieces of the truth. Oh, so good. And see, that's what happens when you start to get little bits of the truth. You start to think, hang on a minute, and you start to scratch your head and think, oh, what's going on here? And then you start to question, you start to query, you start to look things up, start to research. So this is what we want. So there's little droplets of information starting to come to them. I said that about the towel being shaken yesterday, like at the beach, the sand being shaken off. Well, they're the little truth grains that are starting to filter out to the people waking up. And again, the guides are saying, like, you can't rush these things. I know we're very impatient, guys, and we want this all sped up and, you know, hurry up, everybody wake up. But it's got to happen at the right pace. It's what the guides always remind us. These people need to get the information and absorb the information in order for it to make sense. If they get bombarded, and that's why we often get told to not overwhelm them too much with our seeds of truth and everything, they will shut down and just go straight back into denial again and fall back into the narrative, because it pushes them away. It's that energy. Instead of allowing them to sort of step forward, if they get too bombarded, they'll go back, they'll retreat. So we don't want that to happen. So that's also a message from the guides. Just, you know, we got that the other day. Just let this unfold. Let's just step back and let this unfold. That's why we're being told to sort of shut those doors and stay safe during the big storm that's coming in this year. And look, Jacinda falling was a good one, because it put that spotlight on the reset again. It's what I keep saying to you guys. This is such a positive thing. And it's a positive thing for New Zealand too, you poor things. You had it. She was just cruel over there. Let me see what else we get. Oh, I've got the scratchy throat today. People are trying to find their voices. Tight throats. Oh, this is interesting. This is about us, the brave... Oh, excuse my cat. Oh, hello. The Braveheart freedom fighter bikers. We're starting to climb the ladder of success. Oh, this is great. We're actually starting to climb the ladder of success. Their shift is happening. They're showing me the shift. Oh, this is so good, guys. They're showing me that we're starting to climb the ladder now. The little people are starting to climb up the ladder and get in their own power. Oh, God. So the shift begins. The shift is starting. Hang on a minute. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, and I'm getting that. This is probably the people waking up. They're climbing, trying to find a way out. They're climbing up. Oh, let's hope they climb up on that mountaintop and see everything from 360-degree view to what's really coming at them, because they still probably don't even have half a clue of what's coming at them. But I am getting that the freedom movements are starting to climb up their ladders now. Oh, I hope so. I hope this is globally. There's been a lot of protests. There really has. There's a lot going on, guys, that we don't see it because it's not on mainstream media. If anyone's having strikes and protests, please let us know down below, because none of it gets shared on media. Unless, of course, yes, Greta, is it Thunberg, is on getting arrested to highlight the climate change, how important it is. What a joke that all was. Oh, that WEF frustrates us, doesn't it, guys? Let me see what else we go. Yeah, I'm getting England. A lot of fast tracking. I kept saying Sushi was going to be trying to... They want these things to roll out. Oh, why does anyone want all this garbage? It's just crazy to me. I know you guys feel the same way. And how people don't see it by now, I know. I get it, guys. You just think, how are they not seeing this garbage? It's just so obvious to all of us, isn't it? So in England, there's a lot of fast tracking now. There's a lot going on. It's like a numbers game over there. Sushi has got to get as many people as that herded in, like the cattle with the, well, I suppose you could say like a tag on their ear with a number. You're going to become a number. See, this would be to do with the digital currency for sure. If we've got Tony Blair talking about it, we know it's on their mind. So this could be you getting tagged like a cow. We often talk about cattle here being rounded up like cattle. They want a tag so they can track and trace everyone. And that's going to be something that they're really going to try and push this year in England, London, be UK. That's what I'm definitely getting. Sushi's like fast tracking. Great. Hopefully the people will stand up. Maybe that'll happen after the coronation of Charles, and then the people will stand up. Let's see where else we go. God, the guides are just saying to us that one day we're just going to really look back and laugh at this whole situation. You know, I often talk about us writing books here, and, you know, there's a book about the aftermath of the COVID event and all this kind of thing, and Escape from Clown World is one book, and Journey to Terabella, and, you know, this is real. Like, this is our real life, guys, and that's why the guides keep saying that we are going to look back and laugh at this in years to come, because and as we know, it sounds so absurd and so ridiculous. Like, imagine reading that to your grandkids, a story about what the hell happened, and there was Klaus Schwab and all his little minions that worked for him, and you know, that's what it's like, isn't it? It's like one of those stories. Oh, what is it? The Rise of Gru or the Rise of Klaus? But it's the same kind of scenario, isn't it? It's just like a movie. It's not. It doesn't even feel real. So we are going to laugh about this still in time. I mean, we laugh about it here on my channel all the time because it doesn't. None of it even makes any sense because there's no logic in any of the things that they're implementing and bringing out. So I am getting that in years to come. We will look back and laugh. God, I hope so, because it's not a lot of laughing sometimes does go on. We kind of create our own laughs, don't we, by watching Carl Vernon videos and different things like that, and watching the police in Germany in the mud. That was the funniest video, guys. If you haven't seen it, please go look at it. You will absolutely lose it at that protest the other day. So we are going to look back and laugh. So that's positive. In years to come, the guide said we will be laughing as we look back at this whole scenario. And life will be changed forever. I am getting that. I am getting, by 2024, 2025, our lives would have changed forever. Like, they will never be the same. And the guides are kind of saying the cycle will be completed. So I feel like 2025, maybe that's the Great Awakening, the shift will be completed. And everybody will be vibrating on this different level. And the guides are saying it's more expansive. So it's that expansion of yourself. So everybody's going to have to head to that place. I wonder what happens to the ones that are really deep in that mass psychosis if they move as well. But anyway, I guess that's a choice that they have to make. There's a lot of people waking up this year. Hang on a minute. Yeah, and it's just saying, like, people are tired of these scams. I always call it the pyramid Ponzi scheme. We know that it is, because the only people making money out of everyone is Big Pharma and, the science people and all that kind of thing, and obviously the global elites. So people are getting tired of this scam. They're starting to see there's a bit of a scam here. And remember that all the bills and everything are going to keep going up this year. And see, people think it's probably going to plateau and stop, but it's not. And that's why it's going to wake so many people up this year, because it's going to continue everything financially. And I think John and Tim, you would be aware of that. Everything financially is going to just continue to rise. It's just going up and up and up. But not only that, things are also going to collapse financially, aren't they? I know you guys would know that out there, John and Tim. Things are going to still collapse because, I always talk about those middle companies and things like that have a lot of staff. They're not going to be able to do it because they're not going to be able to cover their fuel, their freights, all these kind of things. These are the things that are going to start collapsing this year, sadly. So predictable, isn't it? Right, I'll see if there's something else to close with today. Yeah, I'm just getting for us, like, we have to really take charge of our lives, keep striving forward. We got that the other day. just really keep coming from that real thinking place. Ow. Oh, she just bit my finger. Cats are cheeky, aren't they? We have to come from that real thinking place and have the smarts about us this year. And like I keep saying, don't get engaged into arguments or conversations with people. I have talked about that here. Just keep things very brief and simple. You know, if someone opens up and wants to know about something, just keep it really simple. Don't just go bleh and spew out everything that you know, because that, like I keep saying, that pushes them back again and they go back. You want them to come forward, these people waking up. So I'm getting that again. Just keep everything brief and to a minimum. You don't have to not say anything, but that's how you also protect yourself, because you don't want them rising up into their pain body and attacking you as well. So you just keep everything very low-key this year when it comes to interactions about these things, because it's bound to happen. Let me see if there's something to close with. God, I think we've had this song before, guys. I'm just getting that song by, is it Engelbert Humperdinck or Tom Jones, one of the two? The green, green grass of home, meaning home is going to be our safe place, our haven this year for sure. The green, green grass of home, meaning, you know, keep getting out in nature, doing all the things we love, staying in our safe places, which is usually home for most of us here on my channel. I'm definitely getting that song today. Hang on a minute. I'm getting that song. I hope you guys can recognise it. I'm the worst singer. Look, apologies, I am the worst singer. I try to give you the tune, and I'm getting that song. Finally, it's happened to me right in front of my face, and I just can't deny it. Finally, finally. I don't know who sings it. Who sings it? Finally, it's happened to me. Oh, my voice is going. But finally, I think we've got people waking up because they just can't deny it. It's in their face. They can't deny it. Finally, it's happened to me right in front of my face, and I just can't deny it. See, they're not going to be able to deny it. It's all coming into their face now. It's slow, but it is coming into their face, so they're going to have to ask questions. God, imagine if they knew all about the actual Pfizer data and that the CDC is now telling people not to get it because it affects heart. Oh, certain age groups, that is, anyway. Just let me see if there's something for us to close with today. Oh, I'm getting that song again. We will rock you. And that's from New Zealand, of course, where you guys are the warriors over there. That song's vibrating out now to everyone. I think Canada, it reminds me of Canada too. You guys rocked as well. I'm definitely getting that we will rock you. That's a Queen song, isn't it? That's kind of like our little anthem sometimes here, isn't it? We get that a lot for the freedom fighters. Hang on a minute. God, I'm getting that song by In Excess again, and it's Just Keep Walking. Is that what the song's called? Green fields, grass and dirt, broken bottles, bricks and mud. Money can buy almost anything, but anything is nothing when you're oh, it's fast car driving. I knew I'd get there in the end. Fast car driving, slick and modern. Or is it just keep walking? Oh, anyway, just keep walking, guys. That's the message I'm going to give you today. Just keep walking forward as well. As much as we're hiding away and protecting ourselves, just keep walking. Like, just keep going through the motions and just keep doing our little thing and staying independent of all the storm that's happening around us as well. So I'm getting that song by In Excess. I love In Excess. I've always loved In Excess. I know all of you guys probably love them too. So that's the song I'm getting, and I'm going to finish with that today. I'll come on and do a financial video too today if I've got time, because I think we need a bit of a financial update, don't we, guys? So I'm going to leave you with a few songs there today. Maybe that's what we needed Saturday morning, just a few songs. So look, protect yourself, and I think what they're saying is protect yourself from the lions who are trying to get their courage up, but also we just have to keep walking forward is the message. We always get that message about walking forward and just striving forward. So keep walking in our own direction. Oh God, I'm getting that Renee Gay song, Heading in the Right Direction again. So sad. She died this week, guys, if anyone didn't realise that. So we're heading in the right direction, we're walking, but we also need to protect ourselves when we have to from the people waking up. It's a very important message because there's a lot of waking up this year. Oh, there's one of my crows, look, walking along. That's a crow. If anyone wonders what that was, I feed these family of like 4 crows. They come and eat bits of meat and stuff. I love birds, I just do. All right, I know you guys do too. Take care, have a wonderful day, everybody. It's Saturday morning here. I'm gonna go head off and do some gardening. And I always say goodbye. Take care. Please feel free to comment down below. Let me know what's happening where you guys are. And I will say goodbye from Australia. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. And I will talk to you very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye.